Just got back to my room after a long day. It's so hot, so I quickly turn on the fan. After sitting for a while, I noticed the fan is spinning so slowly. I checked the speed, it's already level 5, still slow. So I decide to make a report through UiTM Segi Maju website under the e-facility section for student complaints. I open the Segi Maju website, choose the student category, then enter my student ID number and phone numbers before submitting the complaints. However, there are several problems with the e-facility system that make it less efficient for students. First, there are too many complaints categories. Many students get confused about which one to choose when submitting a report. Second, there's no proper tracking system. Students cannot check the progress when their complaints are complete. Third, the response time is often delayed. Complaints take a long time to be reviewed and resolved, which cause frustration among students. Lastly, the process is still partly manual. After repairs are done, students still need to sign a physical confirmation form.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for attending this joint application development session. Our session today will be focused on the facility complaint process in College Tok Gajah. We are here to identify the weaknesses in the current system and discuss how we can develop for a better complaint management process for our college. Before we begin, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Auni and I will be the JFD session leader for today.
Hi everyone, I am Mary, representing the user which are the students of College Tok Gajah.
Good morning, I'm Shai, the SNRK who manage and handle the facility complaint for students.
Good morning everyone, I'm Intan, the director of College Tok Gajah and I'm the sponsor for this JFD session.
And I'm Ima, the system analyst who will be responsible for developing and analyzing the requirement for the new system.
Hi, Iman. The script for the session will be recording on the key point and agreement for our discussion.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Ayu, the IS staff who will assist with the technical and database parts of the new system.
Thank you everyone. The purpose of this session is to review the current complaint process, identify the main problems, and plan the development of a new and improved digital complaint system for College Tok Gajah.
Objective: identify problem in current system and discuss improvement ideas for new system.
So let's begin by explaining how the current complaint process works in College Tok Gajah. I will pass this part to our manager, Ms. Shai.
Thank you, Audi. Currently, the complaint process in College Tok Gajah is actually digital. Students can submit their facility complaint through the college website. They just need to fill the number, phone number, and select the type of issue. For example, water leakage, broken light, or damaged furniture. On the complaint is submitted, I as the warden will receive it to the website and review the details. After that, I assign the complaint to the maintenance department to take action. However, after the maintenance team complete their works, the student still need to sign a physical confirmation to verify that the repair has been complete. This final step is still manual and not included in the website system.
Yes, that's true. The online form is not really easy to fill in, but at least we don't need to
each complaint.
So, if I understand correctly, the process flow is students submit the form online through the system, then the warden review the complaint and assign it to the maintenance team. After that, the maintenance staff carries out the necessary repairs, and finally, the user sign the confirmation form manually once the issue has been resolved.
Yes, that's right. And because the last part is manual, there's no record in the system showing whether the complaint has been officially complete.
Current process, online submission, manual confirmation, incomplete system integration.
Now, let's move on to the process of flow of data in the current system. Ikma, could you explain that right? Sure. The current data flow is simple but not very efficient. First, the input comes from the student who fill in the complaint form on the website. They enter the personal details and select a complaint category. Next, the process happens when the warden checks the online system and forward the complaint to the maintenance department. Finally, the output happens after the maintenance staff fix the issue. But at this stage, the student has to sign a manual form to confirm that the repair is completed. There's no automatic update or tracking in the system after that.
Yes, that's correct. After I make a complaint, I never know what's happening unless I go and ask the warden myself.
Sometimes, even when the maintenance team has finished the repair, the complaint remains open in the system because the student has not to sign the confirmation form yet.
That's why we call it a partial system. Only the first part is online, but the rest still depends on manual work.
Data flow, online submission, manual confirmation, no auto update or tracking.
Next, let's discuss the forms and reports used in the current process.
For the input form, students use the online form available on their website. It includes their name, matric number, room number, type issue, and a short description. For the output, there is a printed report that lists the complaints handled by the maintenance team. However, this report is prepared manually and only updated once a week.
Yes, and students like me never get to see the report. We only know that our issue is fixed and when we check it ourselves.
Another problem is that some students select the wrong complaint category, which cause confusion. For example, they may report a water leakage and the electrical problem.
That can be avoided if the system has an automatic category selection or guided drop-down option.
Input, online form, output, manual report, and the problem and clear categories and slow updates.
Alright, so I would like to summarize the main problems we have currently facing with the existing facilities complaint system. After reviewing the feedback from students and staff, we have identified 4 main issues. So first, delayed response time. Complaints take a long time to be reviewed and resolved, which causes frustration among students. And then, too many complaints categories, which is students often get confused when choosing the right category for their problem. Other than that, manual process. The confirmation process still requires students to sign a physical form after the repair, which slows down the completion of complaints. Finally, lack of tracking system. There's no feature for students to check the progress or get notified when their complaint is complete. This problem affects our efficiency and reduce student satisfaction. As the sponsor, I want this new system to fully address these issues and make the complaint process faster, clearer, and more transparent.
Thank you, Madam Intan. I believe all of us agree that the goal is to create fully digital system that remove the manual step and provide real-time update to users.
I agree, it will be more convenient for students if we can confirm the repair online and receive notification directly.
They will also make my work easier. I can monitor all complaints from one system and assign tasks quickly to the maintenance team.
We can design new features like online information, automatic complaint tracking, and simplified category system.
And I will make sure the database can generate real-time reports for both the warden and the director automatically.
Problem identify, delays, confusing, categories, manual confirmation and no tracking. Propose solution, fully digital system with automation and real-time updates.
Alright everyone, we have reached the end of our JLE session. Let's summarize what we have discussed today. We found that the current facility complaint system management in College Tok Gajah is only partially digital, which is student can submit complaints online, but the confirmation step after repair is still manual. This causes delay, confusion and no proper tracking of progress. Our goal is to develop a fully digital complaint management system that allows students to submit and confirm complaints online, check their complaint status in real time, avoid confusion with simpler categories and automatically generate report for management.
Yes, our next step will be to prepare the system requirement document and design a prototype based on today's discussion.
After the prototype is approved, we can proceed with the development, testing and implementation stages.
As a sponsor, I fully support this project. Once the requirements are finalized, I will approve the budget and ensure the development process goes smoothly. I believe this system will improve our service and student satisfaction.
Will definitely help us manage complaints more efficiently and reduce paperwork.
Yes, it will also save student time and make the process more transparent.
Final outcome, JED section to complete the system process with focus on speed, tracking and user satisfaction.
Thank you everyone for your time